Hello and welcome, guys. Welcome to my channel, One Life, One List. So today I thought, I want to do so this is my first video actually, so this is going to be my first. And I figured, you know what? Why don't we compare Macca's to Hungry Jack's? Hungry Jack's say the burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. I'm going to go and find that out. We're going to go and see what burgers are better, McDonald's or Hungry Jack's, or that's what it's called in Australia. Yeah, it's a part of Burger King. But yeah, we're gonna go and find out which one has the best burgers, and gonna also rate them on price, taste, and overall value for the meal as well. So we're gonna get a meal, and then we're gonna find out what one is the best, Macca's or Hungry Jack's. Stay tuned, guys. So right now, just on my way to Macca's. We're going to go down, we're going to get a burger there first. We're going to start at Macca's first. I think that'll be a good starting point. Start there, this series. And, yeah, so I'm thinking, I think we might as well get the Big Mac meal. And then we'll go from there, and then we'll test out what Hungry Jack's has got to offer from there. But, yeah, just on this weather today too, guys. Look around here, look. It's raining. It's been that way for the last couple of weeks now. Actually, I heard that this is the wettest August in Sydney in over, I think 30 years now. So yeah, it's been pretty wet, and that's why I pretty much just thought this would be my first video. I wanted to do a vlog, so yeah, maybe next week that will be one of my videos. We'll go down to the city, vlog down there in the city, see what's happening. But basically what this One Life, One List channel is all about, it's about getting out, traveling, and it's about ticking off stuff on my bucket list. I have a huge bucket list of over 150 things I want to do, and I think, you know what, why don't I bring all you guys along for the ride? So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm bringing you all along, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna make beautiful memories along the way, and we'll just tick off the bucket list. Guys, let me know what you have in your list down below, and I'll be showing my bucket list and the video here later. Should actually put up on the screen here somewhere right now. Be up. And yeah, just let me know what you guys have in your bucket list as we're going up, making our way to Macca's here. Still continue to rain a bit. So yeah, let's just see what happens. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of a we'll get a Big Mac meal. I was gonna get a double Big Mac, but I'm thinking, oh my god, look how big that plane is. That's huge. Look at it. Wow, guys. Singapore. Oh, it's turning. Look at it turn. Oh, sick. Wow. How did I make things that big fly, bro, and turn like that? Sorry, I just got distracted there for a minute. Yeah. So we go with a regular Big Mac meal. Actually, might get a large. I'm a big boy. So we get a large. We'll test that out, see how that is, and we'll see which one is the best. All right. Now, Big Mac, that's my favorite. That's my go-to at Macca's. We'll give that a crack. And yeah, I'll see you when I have the Big Mac in hand. So here we are. We just pulled up at Macca's. Just waiting to get served at the drive-thru here. So, actually, look, man, one of the new burgers. It's called the Big Arch. You can see it. There, the Big Arch. I was thinking about giving that a crack, but like I said, I think I might as well just stick to my original game plan of the Big Mac, and we'll order that. We'll get a large Big Mac meal. Yeah. So let's pull up to this window and we'll grab it. There's the Big Arch there, actually. I don't know if you can see it. It's not much up, but yeah, that's the Big Arch.
Hi there, what can I get you today?
Yeah, how you going? Can I please get a large Big Mac meal, please?
Yeah, what drinks are you from?
Coke Zero, please.
Anything else?
That'd be a lot, thank you.
No worries, you good to go, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, so we can pull up here, gotta pay for it now. Alright, so yeah, we just paid for it now, guys. Now we just got a bit of a line up here. About 3 cars in front of us, or 2 cars, sorry. Yeah. We'll go and find somewhere, yeah, nice little spot to park. Won't be getting out of the car, like I said. It's raining. It's coming down now. If you can see it dropping on the windscreen and that. Oh, if you see the Cowboys, I don't go for Cowboys. I go for Melbourne Storm. My nephew goes for the Cowboys. I don't even know why it's in my car, but anyways. Okay, guys, here we are at Macca's. Got the Big Mac secured. As you can see, it's the McDonald's here. Just in the parking lot here at Macca's in the car park. And let's dig into this, eh? Let's see what we got here. It's just your classic Big Mac. Look at the chips. Now, McDonald's have some of the best chips I tasted. I personally like KFC chips, it's a bit thicker than these, but overall, the taste quality of Macca's, they're up there. Elite. Very elite chips. This one's actually fresh too, so it just came in the right time to get them fresh. Look here. Little burn chip. Now, well, he just turned 5, my little 5-year-old nephew, whenever he sees a burnt chip, he goes, "This is Uncle's chip," and gives it to me, so. Yeah. He loves his Happy Meals. Or, as he calls it, nappy meals. He loves his nappy meals from Macca's. So those are the chips. Alright. Anyways. Nice. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the burger. And another thing, just before we get to the burger, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but here in Australia, when they give you straws, look at this. It's a paper straw, man. Why do I want a paper straw? Why do we, like, can we go back to having plastic straws, please? This gets on my nerves. We need plastic straws. What, is it because of the turtles? Mate, I'm Aboriginal. We eat turtles. Plastic straws, please. And we've got Coke Zero here. I love Coke Zero. I can't front about that. I love it. That's my favorite. Anyways, on to the main thing now. Why we're all here is because of this. The Big Mac. We got it. Secured the bag. So here's the Big Mac, guys, in all its glory. Oh, look at that. All its glory. That is the Big Mac. Now, one thing I don't like when it comes to Big Macs is, well, these right here. I don't eat them. I don't eat that. I don't eat that. I don't like it. If I was really, really hungry, I wouldn't care less. I'll just eat it. But anyways, we take it off. So here's the burger in all its glory. Smash that. It smells pretty good. It looks pretty good as well. Let's find out, eh? Let's give it a taste there now. Obviously, it's a Big Mac. I know what it tastes like. But now let's give it a crack here. Let's give it a crack. Let's get into it. That's good. That Big Mac sauce really comes through now. Yep. This is good. Big Mac. I love it. The sauce. The patties. I like the patties. The patties taste really good. I think for this meal, I think it came to about, what, $14, $15? Actually, have a look here. Hang on. I'll tell you exactly how much this cost me. I got a large too, so bear that in mind. This large meal came out to be $14.16. So that's all right, you know, for a large. So I think, you know, when we go to Hungry Jack's, the only thing that I can compare this to would be the Whopper. So I'll get a Whopper. I'll get a large meal. We'll see which one's cheap out of those two. But so far, this right here, this is winning on taste. And obviously, the chips. I mean, can't go wrong with the chips. They're nice. I like them. They're really good. So we're doing now, we'll finish the rest of this off, this burger. Now, like I said, that Big Mac sauce, it's probably one of the best sauces you'll ever taste at Macca's. The lettuce now, I'm not so much sold on the lettuce, like always at Macca's, could be a little fresher, probably the lettuce, but hey, yeah, you get what you get, right? Yeah. This is some good stuff. The taste, overall taste. Now, so on price, now if you want to get a large bigger meal, $14.60 here. I'll say that's pretty decent. Obviously in a cost of living crisis, but I'll say that's alright. That is alright. Now you get a Big Mac, you get the burger, you get the chips, and you get a large drink for $14.60. Yeah, that's alright. So for price, you know what? Look, it's like I said, it's a good price. So I'll give it like a 6. No, wait, we'll give it a 7. We'll give it a 7 for. No, sorry. Yeah, no, we'll go 7 for price. 7 for price. That's it. Taste. Look, I love the taste of this McDonald's burger, obviously. So look, you know, honestly, we're just rating Macca's versus Hungry Jack's. So for this burger right here, the taste of this, I love it. It's probably my favorite burger to get at Macca's. So I'm not going to give it a 10, obviously, but what I will give it is I'll give it 8.5 for taste. I like this. 8.5 for taste. The chips as well. Now the chips are really good. So chips, we'll get out 7.5 as well. The overall value of this meal is really good. So I rate it. I like this. You know, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to finish the rest of this, then we're going to make our way to Hungry Jack's, guys. Yeah, guys, we finish that Big Mac off. Now, you know, I figured it's time to properly rate it now that I don't have it in my hand, but it's still fresh in my thoughts, you know. So look, $14.60 was the price for this. I just want to double check and make sure it actually was $14.60. Yes, $14.60 was the price for a large Big Mac meal. Now, large, $14.60. I mean, that's definitely a lot cheaper than anywhere else you can go and get the feed, but still, it's a lot of money for fast food, you know. So look, especially, but now got to bear in mind it's large too, so you know it's also doubled, well, not doubled, you know, they had a little bit on extra for price. So you know, for price, what I'm going to do for price for the Big Mac burger is that, you know, I was thinking about a 5, but what I will do is for price, I'd give it a 6. And now for the Big Mac burger itself, look, that still stays the same, 8.5. Beautiful burger, you know. And then the chips as well. The chips, they're going to stay the same at a 7.5 as well. So that gives us an overall of 22 out of 30. So the overall quality of that meal, 22 points. I'm happy with that. You know, we're 8 points off of 30, so I'll give it to that. It is a good burger, you know. The Big Mac sauce you can't go wrong with. And yeah, like overall, yeah, I like it. And then, like I said, the chips too. Whatever they put in the McDonald's chips, how they make them. I mean, I've seen some TikToks and seen some videos talking about, you know, how they make the chips, and you know, they just put them in a container and leave them. Whatever. I'll still eat it. I don't care. But yeah, they were alright. It was alright. So yeah, overall, 22 out of 30. You know, for McDonald's, for Macca's, Mickey D's. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down the road, down to Hungry Jack's. We're going to get a large, I think it's a Whopper meal. Or we'll find out, whatever the equivalent of the Hungry Jack's to Big Mac is. We'll get a large, and we'll also rate that on price, taste of the burger, and the chips, and now give that overall quality. So right now, McDonald's is in the lead at 22. Let's actually see if Hungry Jack's do have the better burgers, because they say the burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. So let's go and find that out, yeah? Let's go and find out for that. So here we are at Hungry Jack's. About to go for here now. Now, I just found out that the equivalent of the Big Mac is the Big Jack here at Hungry Jack's. So let's see if they got that Big Jack in. Let's have a look.
Welcome to Hungry Jack's. What can I get you?
Hello. Can I get
Please place your order when ready.
All right, so yeah, can I get a large Big Jack meal?
Sure.
Right, they got an
Do you
AI.
want Classic Jack's fried chicken?
Classic Jack's fried chicken. No thanks.
What can I get you?
All right. Can I just get a large Whopper meal, please?
No worries. Is that with cheese?
Yes, please.
Will that be large?
Right, this is AI. Yeah, large, please. No, that's a Coke Zero.
Anything else?
That's a lot, thank you.
Okay, I'm updating your order. Your total is $16.10. Please drive through.
$16.10. All right. $16.10. $16.10. That's AI. Bruh, I have not been to a fast food restaurant here in Australia yet, like Macca's or Hungry Jack's, until just now, that has AI serving you meals at the drive-thru. That's crazy. That's crazy, lad. Yeah, cuz that's crazy. AI is now at drive-thrus here in Australia, in Sydney at least anyways. That was a crazy little experience, I'm not gonna lie. Now that was $16.10, I think 14, so I think McDonald's has a beaten on price so far. But I'll give it a taste. So here we are. There's Hungry Jack's, as you can see at the Hungry Jack's. Now, I think for legal reasons, for you Americans watching, if you are, that's why they changed it from Burger King to Hungry Jack's. Now, don't quote me on that. I believe when Burger King first came to Australia, they wanted to call it Burger King, but I think, well, like I said, I believe there was a franchise here already in Australia called Burger King, so I just branched out and just called it Hungry Jack's. But I'm not too sure about that. I'll have to Google it and find out. Google knows everything, right? So let's get into this. Here we go. In Australia, Burger King is known as Hungry Jack's because the name Burger King was already trademarked by a local Adelaide business when the American chain sought to expand there in 1971. Wow. So that's why it's called Hungry Jack's, because there's already a trademark. See? I knew that. Anyways, yeah. Let's get in it. And look, again, just bear with me here. Look. Another paper straw. Doesn't matter. Anyways, let's try the chips. Ooh, okay. These are Hungry Jack's chips. Look at them. Now, the Macca's taste better than this, but like the chip overall, I mean, look at this. Yeah. So yeah, the chips overall, good. You know, long, thick, crunchy. I like crunchy chips, but as I said, taste, Macca's is winner on taste so far. Chips taste better. Here we go, now got a Whopper. Let's have a look at this Whopper, huh? I can open it up. Ooh. 100% Aussie beef, flame grilled. Right there. Actually looks alright. See? Here's the food. Yeah, looks alright, you know. It looks alright. It looks tasty, you know. It smells good too. Again, don't like them little pickles or gherkins or whatever they want to call them. I don't like them. I don't eat them unless I'm really hungry. Now let's give this a crack, huh? Let's get in to the burger. Ooh. Definitely tastes like tomato straight up. You know what? Give me a couple more bites. A couple more bites and I'll decide. So now this was a large meal. Now, bear in mind, Macca's was a 22 overall. I gave it a 22 overall. Now this one, bring it up here, see which one was actually cheaper of the two meals. Here we go. Okay, ready for this? So, the large Whopper meal at Hungry Jack's, $16.10. That is a large. Now, McDonald's, $14.16 for a sorry, $14.60. $14.16 for a large Big Mac meal. I didn't think there'd be that much of a difference in price, really. Now, like, you're talking like, wow. That's a, yeah, that's $1.50 price. Yeah, $1.50 in price. So because of that, so the price overall for Macca's, I gave it a 6. Now, because it's $1.50, I'm taking 1.5 off. So far, 5.5. No, it'll be 4.5, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, 4.5. So 4.5 for price. Now the chips taste overall. So the burger. Now the burger was pretty good. Did I like it as much as the Big Mac? Honestly, no. No, I didn't. But I do like my Whopper burgers from Hungry Jack's. Like, if I was to ever come to Hungry Jack's like I did today, I'd get a Whopper. So where would they put that? So I gave the Big Mac, right? I gave that 8.5. I'm going to have to give the Whopper, you know what? I'm going to give it 6.5. I'm going to give it 6.5. Give it a 6. Yeah, 2 points difference there. Give it a 6. Now the chips. Again, the only thing different with the chips was the taste. That was it. So for chips for the taste, you know what? I think the chips were carrying this meal a bit. So I'll give that a 7. So there we go. So 7. So overall out of 30 is 18. So McDonald's wins this. Macca's has a 22 overall, whereas Hungry Jack's has a 18 overall, sorry. So there you go. Are the burgers better at Hungry Jack's? Well, from what I just taste, so no. The price too for it, I mean, $1 more, $1.50 more. Sorry. I mean, there are some people out there that like Hungry Jack's, like my mother. She loves Hungry Jack's. You know what? Yeah. The taste of this burger just isn't the same. Now, really, the flame grill really helps the meat. But other than that, overall, Macca's wins. It's a good burger. I'll finish that off. So yeah, guys, yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to One Life, One List. And hopefully, you know, I've got a lot of things planned for this video. And not just for this video, but for this YouTube channel, actually. You know, like I said, traveling, seeing the world, ticking off bucket lists and just doing some crazy stuff. So stick around for that, guys, and please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.